we're going to take this piece of mahogany for our back, and we're going to joint it, cut it on the table saw, and then cut it in half this dimension. Then we'll open it up, glue it together, and then plane it and sand it down to smooth to get it ready for our inlay. So, first we're going to take our material for our back and joint one edge. We'll do that using the joiner. Times as it takes to make that edge nice and clean and smooth. Now we're going to take it to the table saw, put the jointed edge against the fence, and we're going to cut this to 8 1/4. Now that's an approximate measurement. I see that I have a little less than 8 1/4, and that's okay. Looks like I can probably get to 8 1/16, and that's okay. If you had to take it all the way to 8 inches, it would still work out. Our final dimension when we open it up is 15 1/2. So if we cut it to 8, that'll be 16 inches, which is still plenty. So I'm going to go to 8 1/16. Now let's go to the horizontal bandsaw. Okay, we're going to cut this guy in half. All the controls for this bandsaw are right here, and I'm going to set the dimension. The way you do this is measure it, and I'm at 1 inch, or slightly over, but 1 inch. The blade is going to remove a 1/16 of an inch. So I go 1 inch minus 1/16. That's 15 16ths, and then divide that by 2. So what is that? Using my phone, I can't have my calculator. So 1 inch minus 1/16, which is
decimal value?
1 minus 0.0625. Divided by 2 is 0.46. So we go set 0.46, green button, it adjusts. I'm going to put the jointed edge out. So as I put it into the fence here, the blade cuts that direction, and it tends to tear out the back side some. So it makes sense to me to put the jointed edge out so that it remains clean. That way when I book match it, I can glue those together. Now if I mess it up and put the other side in, that's okay. I can still rejoint those edges. But if I can, I'm going to do it this way. So the jointed edge comes out. So power's on here, motor start is on, pump start is the belt, and then the blade. Keep your hands out of there. Ouch. Wood goes onto the belt against the fence to joint the edge out. And to get it under this first roller, but if I don't do anything, it just sits there. It needs some pressure. So put some pressure down on the belt and it'll carry it under. Now I'm hands-free. My thing just cuts so nice. Done. Both red buttons will stop things. So now I make a decision. That's my book mat. That's my book mat. I think I'm going to go for that.